Okay, look, guys, listen up, please. We have got to sort out this set-piece defending. It's absolutely killing us, guys. Absolutely killing us. So what I want you to do is look at the shirt that you're wearing. Yeah, very good. Now, anybody not wearing that shirt, I need you to go and mark them, please. Tommy Martin, no, that's Zanetti. Yes, I know he's wearing a different shirt, mate, but you don't need to mark our own goalkeeper. Hi guys, I'm Aussie Villain and welcome to Season 13, Episode 3 here at H&W Welders on the Impossible Dreams. We look to win the Champions League with the club for the first time. And today, well, we have a Champions League game against Dinamo Zagreb. And before that, we are going to Linfield in the Irish Premiership. But I thought we'd have a quick look to start with today at our coaching profile, I guess. Now, the most stark thing here is that in 13 years' time, I'm going to be 50. And that is, no one wants to see that, do they? But you can see, I mean, everything here is, well, there it all is there. I'm a strict disciplinarian. There you go. I'm known for that, I think. And we can see the worst opinions. I mean, no one particularly doesn't like us, which, considering how successful we've been, is maybe a surprise. But there we go. If we look at the attributes, not the best coach going around. Working with youngsters, haven't we brought quite a few youngsters through? That surprises me a little bit, but no adaptability, which is fair enough considering we've been at the same club. But look at this. Level of discipline, man management, and motivating. 20s. We'll take that and run, won't we? So there we go. That is how we're getting on as a manager. And if we want to have a look at our overall career stats, which can we just click on that? There we go. And you can see how we've got on just, of course, at the Welders. We have played 663 games. We've won 413 of them, lost 160, as you can see there. Goals for 1,438. We've got a positive goal difference of 709, a 62% win percentage. So that's all nice and good, isn't it? 12 cups, 4 leagues, 1 promotion, and a partridge in a pear tree, I suppose. Now, one other thing that has happened, we can see here values of player. We bought 123 players for a value of 4 million, and we've sold 13.5 million worth of players. And there we go. So that is all of that, and we've released 48 players. So considering how many players we've signed, does that equal up? That does equal up just about, doesn't it? So there we go. Anyway, that is how we've got on as a manager so far. Now, one other thing to catch you up on if we go into facilities here is that the youth facility upgrade has taken place. So we now have excellent training and youth facilities. We're not able to ask the board to go again. We want to get to state of the art, obviously. But when we can do that, we will be. And as we check the finances, we can see we have lots and lots of money to do pretty much whatever we want in the Northern Irish League. I think we could probably buy the league for £34 million, couldn't we? So that is how we've been getting on. Now, there are 2 games on the field to catch you up on, both in the league. The first one against Glentoran. Let's go see how it went. We fell behind early. We were level after half an hour thanks to McDade's rocket. But Glentoran instantly restored their lead. Only for McDade to tie it up again. So, more drop points. We were poor in this one. It was another one where we did enough to win the game. They scored for their only 2 shots on target, which is always frustrating, but it is what it is. You can see there was just like 2 minutes of, not even a minute of madness. We scored, they scored instantly, then we scored instantly again. And after that, the game just kind of petered out. So, yeah, drop points, disappointing, but we didn't lose. The unbeaten run continues, and it continues as we go to Larne. Let's see how that one went. We opened the scoring when Napoleon slipped Scully in behind the defence. Zanetti saved a penalty before Picasso scored his. And we still to points when Lake picked out Picasso for his second. So we rode our luck in this game, and the scoreline flatters us massively. But that being said, you can see from the XG tracker, both teams had a penalty, so that kind of evens up. And we did deserve to win the game potentially, but certainly not by 3-0. That is an unfair reflection on what was a bit of a scrappy game for us. We don't look good defensively, and that is a big issue when we're playing in Europe because we need to be at our very best. But if we have a look at what that means for the league table, despite dropping points twice now in 2 draws to Portadown and Glentoran, we are still top, 2 points clear of Larne, and we face Linfield today, who are struggling. I mean, they're only a point out of 3rd, but sitting down there in 7th, if we could beat them today, then, well, it would just push them a little bit further away from those European places, wouldn't it? And then, of course, it's Dinamo Zagreb in the Champions League. We're away from home, but that being said, it is still well, if we want to get third in the group, it's a must not lose. But realistically, it's a game we want to and should be hoping to win, I would think. Let's have a look and see what we're doing here against Linfield. We're expecting the old 5-4-1 that they tend to play with now. And this is the team we're sending out. It is not the first choice team because we need that for Europe. So it's Zanetti in goal. It's Abbott, Lewis, Vogler, who is developing nicely now that he's settled in, and Monahan as the back four. Up Richard and Miss Kelly in midfield. It is Budgie. A first look at him. We did give him a debut against, was it against Larn perhaps? So he comes in to start this one with Napoleon and McKay. And McKay, of course, was suspended after getting sent off against Dortmund, so that's why he plays this one. McDade goes up top. If you look at the match load here, now obviously Budgie and Miss Kelly have heavy workloads, but a lot of players, we've just got a lot of niggly little injuries, which is just keeping players out. Armstrong will be back very shortly. But yeah, so it's just, there's just the likes of Resnashek, of Atwell, who I think will play, well, he's going to play in Europe. Brady as well, though he's got an injury. We're just struggling a little bit with fresh players. So, yeah. Well, I'm just curious to see how Budgie gets on. Of course, we are, of course, retraining him as a right winger, so it's a big test for him. All right, so we can see the team sheets there. Jidda is still in there. Ryan Astley, he's at, I want to say Everton. Did we have him at Everton when we were there a couple of M's ago? Cody Dramé, we had him somewhere. Was that Brentford? Wilson, of course, who they nicked off us. McGreevy, who they nicked off us. So a lot of familiar names, especially if you've been with the channel for a while in their lineup. What do we want to say? I got a decent response out of them for saying I expect a win. So let's try that again and see what that does. We've not played well. We don't look like we're defending well. I think a little bit of it is perhaps just the new players taking a little bit of time to settle, which we're gonna have to allow for that, obviously. But yeah, we've looked a little bit ragged defensively, and because there's so many cup games in Northern Ireland early on in the season, it really disrupts what we can do in training. What I would like to do is just have a full week and just work on defensive football, but we don't have that luxury. Napoleon with a free kick. Oh, Jidda. Maybe not the most convincing save, but he got it done. And we go and take the corner. Napoleon to take again. Back post. It is towards goal, but Jidda is there. And quick ball forward. That should be easy, but that ends the highlight as well. So yeah, I mean there's worrying signs, I would say. We're not looking particularly good. I think some of it might be down to my team talks and not finding exactly what we need to say to them. And of course, we do have the new assistant manager in Theo Walcott as well. Now, one thing that I might need to adjust to is what he's suggesting we say, and the way that he wants to do things as our assistant. Do we want to say we're unhappy with that? Let's maybe try pressure off a little bit. Yeah, and just making sure that I get to sort of to know how to work with him, I suppose. But we'll say we've got faith in them, and we'll get back out there. One thing I have changed tactically as well is pass into space and work the ball into the box. I did that second half against Larn, and we did look better for it. So I think maybe that's the next evolution in sort of how we play, is to look to do that. Now, one thing I am wondering here, because nothing is happening, is if we actually need to maybe change what we're doing here a little bit. I mean, they are essentially parking the bus against us. So let's now I've said that, change it up a little bit. Yeah, I mean, we are being the better team. They haven't really done anything against us. Let's give it a focus, and we've got some defending to do here. Abbott, who never fills me with confidence, and oh, Jesus. That looked close, didn't it? And whatever we've done doesn't appear to be working, because Linfield have another throw. And are we about to witness the end of the unbeaten run here? Because we're not looking particularly good. Abbott has let us down again, and Gareth Wilson, of all people. And things need to change, because as things stand, the unbeaten run is coming to an end. All right, we've got a striker on the bench in Turpey. We might need to look to go two up top here and change what we're doing. We've been poor again, haven't we? And Abbott, oh, I think, because he is a good player attribute-wise, I think he's just taking a little bit of time to adapt to the way that we like to play. But yeah, I mean, it's not going well, is it? Now, Napoleon was tired, wasn't he? So let's take him off. Let's get Turpey on. McDade is not having a good day. So that is that. Who else needs to come off here? Budgie. All right. I'd like ideally to keep Scully fresh, but we do need a goal here, and Miss Kelly's not having a good one. So let's get the youngster Ozzioma on, and he can play there. And that's our changes then, isn't it? So a triple sub, 20 minutes to go. Can we rescue, at a minimum, the unbeaten run? Let's try a berating. That's fired them up at least. Jermaine with a throw. Flick on. Oh my god, what is that? And that is going to be the unbeaten run, unfortunately. I mean, whatever we did here has just made us worse. And I'll be honest, it's been coming. We've not looked good. We really, really haven't looked good. And I'm not necessarily surprised that this has happened. I'm not sure why it's happened. What is Vogel? Someone's got to take initiative there, don't they? I'm not sure why it's happened. I'm not sure what's happening this season that this is happening. You know, I'm not sure what's happened that this is happening, but we don't look good. We really, really don't. And you can see we've had the shots to score goals and we've not done it. Chance conversion training is something that we have done lots of. That isn't the problem. It's good balling from the new boy and it's offside. It's just one of those days, isn't it? It's just one of those days. And he is offside as well. We can't complain about it. And yeah. So there it is. The unbeaten run comes to a crashing halt, unfortunately, on YouTube as well. But we didn't look like scoring, did we? Despite what the XG tracker says. Yeah, it's not good enough, boys. It's just not good enough. So there we go, and Larne smashing Coleraine has put them to the top of the table. Linfield, sorry, in theory, if they win that game in hand now against Carrick Rangers, they're back in this race as well. And Dungannon's only a couple of points back in third spot currently. So it's a struggle this season. There you go, we lose top spot. Turpey set for an increase. The Abbott injury is a bruised shin, so that's fine. And there we go, 71 games. And it comes to a crashing end. Alright guys, wait there. We're off to Croatia next to face Dinamo Zagreb. And, well, we need to be a lot better than that, don't we? Okay, welcome back. Now, we unfortunately have had our under-19s, under-18s, sorry, lose in the under-19s Champions League. That puts them bottom of the group. And with Inter, the other team, you suspect that it may not be a good season for our kids this year in Europe. And if you ever get the feeling this is just not going to be our season, Zanetti is going to miss this one. A pulled groin. We could maybe risk him, but I just don't think it's, honestly, I think Finity's fine. And I'm not willing to risk him for the longer term injury for the sake of this one game. So yeah, it just has a feeling to me this is just everything's could go wrong is going wrong this year, isn't it? But there we go. We're in Croatia. We're going to do our damnedest here to get a result, and this is what we're expecting from them. It's a 4-2-3-1 formation, and this is the team we're sending out. So Finity goes in goal. He's solid. He's solid. He'll be fine, I'm sure. It's going to be Ellis, Kidd, Martin and Hill as the back four. Resnicek and Lutit in midfield. It's Scully, Atwell and Lake. It is Picasso up top. Armstrong is back fit. He's on the bench. You can see he's not fit, and he has zero match sharpness, so he's only there in an emergency sort of situation. Turpey, Brady, up Richard, Monaghan, Potoknik, and the injured Zanetti make up the rest of the bench. And well, this is very definitely a must-not lose, but we are going to go out, as you can see, by the team we've selected and the formation and try and win it. So we can see the team sheets there. We wouldn't recognise any names there. Oh, hang on, Ante, this guy, we had him at Brentford. We've had him before. So there is one familiar name there for long-term viewers of the channel, but that is the only one. No one expects us yet. Just pressure off, boys, and let's try pumping our fists and tell them to get out there and make a difference and just see what we can do. Yeah, it's just not going to plan, is it? It just, as I say, it just feels like everything that could go wrong is going wrong. And yeah, I mean, look at that recent form. We haven't seen recent form like that since probably the early days of being promoted to the Premiership. So yeah, it's a little bit of a worry. And coming into this one, it's a must not lose, isn't it? We really cannot afford to lose this game. I do worry a little bit that Zagreb might be able to take a point off Dortmund or even Inter at their home ground here. So, yeah, let's see what we can do. Early highlight starts with us in possession, so that's promising. Let's see if we can get a little flashback to the Welders we all know and love. Here we go with Scully getting forward now. Scully can't quite get past his man, and it's nicked away from him. And are we now going to come back the other way and find ourselves in a little bit of trouble here? Are we too opened away from home, maybe? That's another thing we should look at here. It's some good football, and it is 1-0. We're not playing well. I don't know. Oh, boys, we're just not... It's not clicking. And I don't know, I mean, at what point, and if we lose here, then it's probably getting to that point. Oh, Hill's done his best, hasn't he? But at what point do we just start to look at this season as make sure we win the league, obviously? But, I mean, the other thing, too, is that if we crash out in the group stage here... and we don't get the coefficient points, there is a chance, of course, that Northern Ireland as a league could drop out of the top 10 and we don't have that automatic group stage. Spotted Picasso with a chance and he's missed it. You know, we've got to think of that as well. That is a massive risk. We've already dropped one spot last season. And if we do the same thing this season, then there won't be that automatic spot. Lake gets forward. Can he get the crossing? Oh, it's a penalty. It's got to be a penalty, surely. It looked harsh. Go away, commentary. VAR, I'm sure, will check it, but if it's not a penalty, then it's a dive. And, well, let's hope it's not a dive. No, it is given, and it should be Picasso to take it. It is. Come on, Picasso. Oh, how we would love a very, very quick reply here. Picasso! Oh, it's not even on target. I don't know what's happened. This is not our Welders side. We're in absolute shambles. Oh, it makes me want to cry. I can't figure out it's just suddenly we're not a team anymore. Here we go with Hill in space. Can he get a cross in? It's towards the back post. Missed by the defender. Lake will pick it up. Picasso's not the best in the air. Scully's there. It's hit the post, has it? Let's give them some encouragement. Lutit is looking anxious. We do have Armstrong in reserve, of course, but we won't want to bring him on at least till like 60th minute, I wouldn't have thought. There's a ball over the top for Picasso to chase. Let's see what he can do. Nothing is the answer there. Crossfield pass, and, well, if we go a second goal down, that's not Antonio Marin, is it? Surely not. Tony Martin. That's Marin there, but we don't. Anyway, let's focus on the game. Scully, can he pull it back to Picasso? He's in the middle, and Picasso makes up for his missed penalty, and it's 1-1. And we needed that, didn't we? Something to go right for us. A nice little bit of play down the wing. Scully whipped the cross in, and Picasso did not make the same mistake he made from the penalty spot. A little bit closer this time, of course. But it's nice, isn't it? It's a good goal. Not spectacular, but it's a good, effective goal. Let's give them some more encouragement. Come on, boys. When we play, well, that's how we can play. When we play well, we look like a good side again. Well, I guess that's the case of anybody, isn't it? But, yeah. They've scored from their only shot on target, and that is always the most frustrating thing, isn't it? We'll keep encouraging them. And let's see if we can... Oh, it's going to be 1-1 at the break. Alright, so what do we say to this? Who's playing a 6-3? Atwell is not having a great game. Alright, well, I think we've just got to keep the pressure off them, don't we? There's still nothing to lose here, boys. We still have faith in you. I wonder, actually, if you're playing a 6-3, we maybe need a little bit. Come on, I'm still saying I have faith in you. I'm just doing it individually, so that was a bit of a waste of everybody's time, wasn't it? Alright. Ellis isn't having a great game either. Finity and Roy Hill as well. I mean, looking motivated and inspired, so that's something. We've got an attacking throw. Ellis to take it. Lake gets headed away. Resnashek is there, though. Across to Lutit. He goes back for Martin. Hill's in a little bit of space. We use him. We've got players forward. Can Hill get a little bit of quality into the penalty area for us? It's Lutit. Back to Hill. Hill gets it there for Scully. Oh, and Kian Scully, he got the winner versus Manchester United last season. And he's put us in front in Croatia this season. Let's tell them to focus. We don't need them coming up the other end and getting that goal straight back. As Dortmund take the lead against Inter. That was probably behind my head. You wouldn't have seen it. But Hill did well, didn't he? And Scully Whips it in at the near post, and it is 2-1 to the Welders. We've turned it around. They didn't like being told to focus, but sometimes you've got to hear things you don't like, guys. All right, let's give them a little bit of praise now. I wonder, actually, what we might do here. Given how the game is settled in, this was kind of my plan B if we were to go in front. Just drop everything off and just be that little bit more defensively solid in midfield, but hopefully not lose too much getting forward. And we've got a goal kick for them. Can we win this header, please? Oh, there's no one near him. Ellis brings it down nicely. Has he got a ball down the line? He does. Lake, infield there for Resnicek. It's back for Kidd. To Ellis. Back to Kidd. It's patient build-up, which is fine. Finity has it. Probably can't believe he's playing in the Champions League group stages. Atwell now. Is he going to be better from a deeper role? Atwell runs at the defence. Atwell keeps going. Atwell! That would have been a really good goal, but he didn't have much other options, to be fair, but that wasn't a particularly good effort, was it? Dinamo with a throw. 8 minutes to play plus stoppages. Kidd wins that for us. Ellis, does he have a ball down the line? He does. Picasso's there. Picasso's in. Picasso's the penalty again, surely. Oh, that looked like he went through the player, did it not? Yes, he got the ball, but it looked like we sort of went through Picasso to get it. Now, we're going to get someone sent off here. We do have a lot of bookings out there. Lake does superbly. Ellis to Resnicek. Back to Ellis. Down the line we go again. Lake not really putting it in, is he, to try and put too much pressure on them there, but they're probably tied. Hill, can he win that? He can. Nods it down nicely for Scully. Atwell has it now. Atwell has another run. Picasso, get up there, mate. Atwell has another go. He's getting closer. It's Picasso playing as that deep liar, isn't it? But we're not really using him in the way we need to. We're going into stoppage time. We need to go and close this thing down now, don't we? Okay, let me think. Okay, so we've taken off Atwell. He's not playing particularly well, and he's on a booking. We'll get Armstrong in there to hopefully just keep possession for us. That's the only change that we're making. Resnicek isn't having a great game. He's tired as well. All right, let's get some fresh legs on there with Up Richard. And yeah, and we're just doing a general shutdown of the game. And hopefully, please, guys, we're going to hang on to our 3 points here. It would be a massive away win. It doesn't guarantee Europa League football, obviously, but it certainly is a massive, giant leap towards it, and that is huge. We went behind, we missed a penalty, and still we managed to come back and win that one. That is a relief. I cannot tell you how much of a relief that is. Outstretched arms. Magnificent, boys. So there we go. Dortmund has beaten Inter, which makes our game against Inter now, you know, we're joint with them on the table. There is maybe a small chance there for us. And I do stress small chance, but you know, at least we've given ourselves an opportunity. I'm so relieved. We were horrible against Linfield. Yes, it's a different players that are out there, but yeah, that was very, very nice indeed. Because we have been struggling. You know, the Glentoran and Larne were both poor games. Coleraine wasn't great. You know, we haven't really played well yet. Or maybe a couple of games up here, but they're against nobodies. We really haven't played well this season. I wonder a little bit if not being in the Champions League qualifiers and really getting a chance to score some goals past some weaker European teams, if that's actually hurt us a little bit in terms of gelling a team together. But anyway, guys, that is it for today. If you've enjoyed that, make sure you hit thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new. And we'll be back next time. We want to come back for Inter. We don't care about these stupid cups that we've got to play all the time. So let's do Inter and Dungannon then, and that will be next time. And then we'll come back and we'll do a Champions League doubleheader there, just to try and get through the season as quickly as possible without sort of rushing it at the same time. But until next time, guys, if you have enjoyed that, thumbs up. Subscribe if you're new. Did I say that already? And I'll see you next time for Inter away, trip to the San Siro. And if we can get a point, then maybe we can still get out of this group. Take care.